Well, I am so glad you are all here tonight. Welcome to our party event, our Activate Your Savings event. We're just so glad you're here. We wanted to design this event just as a way for our happy customers to be able to share what they have found with their friends. And so if you are a LifeVantage customer, I want you to write down in that chat box, customer. And if you are a guest tonight, we would love to know that. Let us know by writing in our chat box, guest. Also, we have, my name is Debbie Packard. I'm a Pro 5 with LifeVantage in Topeka, Kansas. And we really want to reward customers and guests tonight, just friends of customers. And so we are looking for opportunities to give away some prizes. So if you are a customer on the call and you have a guest on the call with you tonight, let us know that in the chat. I'll be putting your name for every guest that we have tonight. I'll be putting that customer's name in a drawing at the end of our meeting to give away an amazing LifeVantage prize. And also we'll be giving some prizes away, making an available prize away to guests who decide to sign up to buy some LifeVantage products. So we'll be talking about that more later in the meeting, but right now we're just really glad that you have taken the time this evening to hear about what we have. We are all so thankful that someone took the time to tell us about it. And I'm just, one of the reasons that I am thankful for this company is for the friends that I have made, the people that I have met through LifeVantage. And I want to introduce one of those to you right now. She is my friend, Julie White, who is a Pro 7 in Pennsylvania. She has just been such an amazing mentor to me, made a really difference in just the success that I've had, and also just me as a person. She has really invested into me as just a woman. So I really appreciate Julie. I will turn it over to you, Julie.
Well, thank you, Debbie. And Debbie, that goes both ways. You have invested so much into me. And it's like you said, we're just a happy family here in LifeVantage. And we're excited for those of you who could join us and for those of you who are watching the recording tonight. So I just want to thank you for joining, and I would encourage you, if you see this information like I do, you're going to be really excited about what you see. And we just have so many good things to share tonight. And I would encourage you to, get out a little notebook and a pen and maybe, write down some highlights of what you're going to hear, because we have a great friend and a mentor in our company. She's one of the top leaders, and she is amazing. And she has a heart to just help people and make a difference. And so you're going to get a lot of great information tonight. And we just really want to help everyone activate their savings tonight, because we know that, those pennies make a difference. And so we want to help everyone get the $10. So let me introduce our guest to you, Joanne Madison, and she's from Monument, Colorado. And she and her husband, Dave, they have 3 children in their 20s. And Dave spent 25 years as an engineer in the commercial heating and air conditioning industry, while Joanne was a stay-at-home mom for many years and then had a mortgage company with a partner. Dave transitioned out of the HVAC industry, and after the 2008 financial crash, Joanne was leaving the mortgage industry. They had previous experience in the network marketing industry, but never to the degree of success they were hoping for. After hearing about LifeVantage at the very beginning in 2009, they knew there was something different about our company and they didn't want to miss out. So they jumped in and they never looked back. And it's been a real game changer for them. And they've been able to help lots of people. And Joanne's here to help us tonight. So with that, Joanne, I'm just going to turn the time over to you, my friend.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me to come and share. I mean, I could keep you here till next Tuesday. I get so excited and passionate talking about what we've got our hands on. And but I know you're already in great hands with Julie and Debbie and other leaders on the team that I mean, really, I just regard Julie and her leadership skills so much and her knowledge of health and wellness that it was like, wait, you want me to talk? It's like, I can talk from my heart, but I'm not a rocket scientist. And so I'm here to encourage you that you can share the passion of what we've got our hands on, even if you don't have a degree necessarily in the wellness world or have a whole lot of background education. But so for Dave and I, my husband, Dave and I, we heard about LifeVantage, like she said, back in 2009. The very first gathering was here at our house in Colorado, the first one that happened here. And, you know, we were introduced really probably the same way all or most of you were, that we watched that ABC primetime piece. And we looked at each other and said, back then, we said, if this is true, we need to get on this product and we need to tell everybody that we know that this technology and this breakthrough exists. And so here we are 13 years later. He's no longer in the heating and air conditioning business. I'm no longer in the mortgage business. That this is our life, and our passion is for our financial livelihood is sharing about what LifeVantage has to offer each and every person and their furry friends. I see a cute furry friend snuggling up to the neck right there. And so, you know, our animals are part of our family, and most people have mammals as pets. A lot of people have lizards and that kind of thing. And we've had it all over our kids' childhood years, let me tell you. But I mean, what is happening metabolically happens for us as people. But if you've got a dog or a cat or a horse or a cow or a guinea pig or a goat or whatever, they're eating, breathing, and drinking just like we are. And so every time they breathe in and breathe out, they're aging a little bit, and they're exchanging that oxygen, which is causing, on a real elementary level, kind of a rusting from the inside out. And so for Dave and I, when we heard that original story, we were so moved and compelled to be able to have a desire to share this with everyone. And we are more passionate today than we were 13 years ago. So as I chat, you don't have to answer my questions, but I'm going to ask you a lot of questions, really for you to hopefully stay engaged in what I'm saying, but also to just kind of ponder the decisions you've made, why you've made them, and how you may help those people in your sphere of influence, whether that is a small circle of people or a large circle of people. It really doesn't matter, because our true belief is everyone deserves to know that this breakthrough technology does exist, so that they can make their own decision based on information that they've gotten, versus us deciding for people that, oh, they wouldn't want to spend the money on it, or, oh, they wouldn't be interested, or, oh, they don't need money. They wouldn't want to be able to make extra money or have free product or whatever. But it really has been something that has dynamically changed our family's life and our lives for sure, as far as giving us not only good health, but it is also given us a vibrant financial lifestyle that we just want everyone to know is there and available for them. So in the interest of your time and keeping me on target, I'm going to just go through a few slides for you tonight. And if you're a customer or a distributor, I just ask you the questions of what made you decide to get on product. And I think sometimes we just keep taking product, or sometimes we take it and then we question, is this really doing anything for me? And then sometimes people may get off of product because they forget why they got on them in the first place. So this is your refresher. So, let me go here and share this, and then I'm gonna put myself back to the beginning. So as you all know, I mean, LifeVantage is what we're all talking about here tonight. And it really is an amazing company with amazing products. And what drove Dave and I to do that deeper dive into what was happening here was really the science, because we wanted something that we could hang our hat on, because we weren't scientifically educated in and of ourselves as far as our profession was concerned, but we could always relay and relate people back to the science that other people have done to validate what's going on. And so we've got lots and lots of anecdotal stories that correlate and tie back to the science. And then the science in turn correlates back to why people are having the results that they can identify. So it really is a full circle, hand in glove situation. And on that same note, LifeVantage is all about people taking control of their health and their bank account. And we know, especially over the last few years, people's lives have been turned totally upside down. And so if you're curious at all, or just need a refresher on what makes LifeVantage so amazing, is because we're not just a new company in the marketplace. They've been around now almost 20 years. So to me, that's pretty impressive. And LifeVantage today is a publicly traded company, traded on the NASDAQ, so people can go and peel back the financials on what's happening with us on a corporate level. They can also discover that we are a debt-free company, which really was something that was important to Dave and I, because when we started, they were not debt-free, but today financially, they're very, very sound. And we're in over 20 different international markets. So if you know people anywhere around the world, they deserve to know that this discovery exists as well. At least that's my opinion. And so one thing I love to reference is that our flagship product, Protandim, what it really does is I liken it to a light switch, that our bodies are on a dimmer switch. So when we're born, our lights are bright, and that every day or every year they get a little more dim, and then one day they go out. But when we insert Protandim and the NRF2 activation, which is the switch or the pathway in the cell that it turns on, it turns our body back on to full brightness, just like that of when we were a young child. So today, if they took my blood, even though I'm not 20, I kind of feel 20, but I'm not, they would not be able to differentiate my blood from that of a 20-year-old. And if you're on the products, they wouldn't be able to differentiate your blood either from that of someone that's very, very young. And I was so impressed when Washington State University came out with their own concluding comment that this activation pathway of NRF2 may potentially be the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. So who do you know that might want to take advantage of taking the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine? That's all natural, with no contraindications to people that already are taking medications. Because we get that question all the time, is this safe for me to take? Well, I'm not a medical person, but I do know that they say there are no contraindications for people that are on medication. So I always like to tell people, because I find a lot of people are on blood pressure medication or cholesterol medication, but most specifically, those that are on blood pressure medication can oftentimes start noticing a difference when Protandim is rebalancing their body. I like to tell them, be aware if you're standing up and getting lightheaded or what have you, that you may be able to call your doctor and reduce and or come off of that medication and cholesterol meds and a variety of others. But we see that very, very frequently, because really what's happening when we're breathing, which is a good thing to do, and exchanging oxygen, we're creating oxidative stress, which, if you're familiar with antioxidants, the whole reason behind antioxidants, blueberries, red wine, cherries, all those things that are healthy for us to eat, is to reduce oxidative stress in our body. And this little diagram is just a refresher on what are a few of the diseases and illnesses that are linked to this oxidative stress process. And I always find it fascinating when I look through the list in our one patent that we have out, is they say therapeutically taking Protandim may prevent or treat the following. And it lists over 150 commonly known diseases and illnesses. And you can look that up and see for yourself that this oxidative stress process really is the root cause of not only aging, but inflammation and our body breaking down and disease and illness coming into the fray that we don't want to happen. But the flagship Nerve2 Protandim, really what it does is it reduces that oxidative stress on average of 40% in just 30 days and up to 70% in 120 days. It's the only thing on the planet that is proven to work to this degree. There's 7 US patents on it, protecting it, and 5 international patents. And today, if you go to our government-run repository of validated, there's the key word, validated science called PubMed, so publicmedical.gov. If you type in Protandim, the other day when I looked, there's 28 studies on there. Now that number is ever increasing, and outside institutions have come along and they've been interested in what Protandim is doing to reduce this oxidative stress process and what that does to impact a variety of disease processes. And the results have been astonishing. So you can go to PubMed and type in oxidative stress and whatever it is you're interested in, or you can type in Protandim and take a look at all the things that we've got that are just validating the importance of taking this activator and optimizing your body as far as reducing oxidative stress, reducing inflammation, and turning on our master regulator neurologically, which is our glutathione. And so I know today they say that people are more afraid of Alzheimer's and dementia than even cancer, because they don't want to mess up in their brain. And so for us to be able to turn on that master regulator by 300% with this all natural product is pretty incredible. So this diagram just shows you that most of us were taught to eat those oranges and broccoli, blueberries, etc. Take vitamin C if you're getting a cold. And that's great. We should not forego doing that. But really what we're doing is we're getting rid of one molecule that's out of balance in our body. And that is too big of a problem internally that's happening for the one and done to make a difference. Don't stop doing that. But I encourage you to insert our Nerve2 Protandim at a minimum, because what this is going to do is eradicate 1 million of those oxidative stress molecules or free radicals or out of balance molecules by 1 million every second of every hour of every day. And that's why people are having those amazing results of this reducing that oxidative stress so drastically in such a short period of time. And so that after that was discovered and aired on ABC back in 2005, several institutions and universities came to LifeVantage and said, hey, we want to do our own independent research to see what your formulation will do for a variety of disease processes. And so today there's 3 heart studies, there's 3 cancer studies, there's a whole bunch of studies on a variety of well-known diseases and illnesses by amazing institutions like Harvard University, National Institute of Aging, Ohio State, Texas Tech. And so I always like to ask myself, am I smarter than them in saying that, well, I need to do my own independent research to see if this actually works? To me, all this other outside interest and science that's been done proves it enough to me. And the fact that we've got the patents from our government where they were able to take natural ingredients, herbs and botanicals and get it patented And the whole reason behind that is I liken it to if you had eggs and sugar and vanilla and flour and baking soda, if you had them all on your counter, do you have a cake? You don't have a cake. And you might not even have a good cake if you don't put them together in the right recipe, right? And so that is why LifeVantage was able to get the patents on Protandim, was because this particular specific scientifically proven ratio of the ingredients in that particular recipe cause them to behave differently when we take them internally, and to turn on that pathway in our cells from the top of our head to the tip of our toes. So when we got started 13 years ago, that's all they had was our flagship product, Nerf2 Protandim. And so LifeVantage has been super busy the last 13 years to make a lot of different products for us to really have inside out and outside in benefits from the same science. So they took the science and they diversified it. So today we have an entire body care line to help us with aluminum-free deodorant, to body rub, to body wash, to beauty serum, etc., to body butter. And some of those products are infused with CBD. And that's an amazing line of products to benefit us externally. But then internally, we've got a variety of things as well. So along the last 13 years, they had our flagship Nerf2 discovery, but then they came out with 2 other light switches or pathways that they were able to figure out how to turn on in our cells to optimize our health. So one deals with our energy source of our cells, and it turns on and repairs and replenishes that, which is our Nerf1 pathway, which repairs and replenishes mitochondria on a scientific level, but really it's the energy source of our cells. And the other one is dealing with getting rid of all the internal trash happening in our body and resetting our body and helping us neurologically and circulatorily and our cholesterol levels, etc. And that is our NAD product. And so together, they actually amplify and magnify the benefits inside our body. So oftentimes people say, well, what should I take? And I always like to tell people, well, there's always good, better, and best. So if you can take them all, that's the best. But let's find what's going to work best in your budget. So all is best, less is better, and just one is still good. And so we never want to forego people taking advantage of improving their health with these breakthrough products on the inside of our body. So in addition to our activators, as far as our Protandim line, we've got an amazing omega product that is clean, clean, clean. So how many of you have yourself or heard someone say, oh my gosh, I can't take omegas because they give me fish burps? You might have heard that. You might have experienced it. Well, what I've come to learn is if that's happening, your omegas are rancid. So maybe you shouldn't take them if they're not that good for you. So this is clean, clean, clean omega that is got no heavy metals. And we know heavy metals are a bad deal and oftentimes in fish related products. So no heavy metals. And this actually is also formulated so that it balances out our omega-6, which is one of the omegas in the American diet that typically is out of whack, that we get too much. So we've got omega-3, omega-7, and it's fortified with vitamin D as well. Whoops, I'm going to go back. Then we have the only patented Nerf2 technology skincare that's on the market that is absolutely incredible. It's actually my husband's favorite product, which for a man, I think that says a lot. We've got an entire weight management line today. We've got a prebiotic, which if you've been in the wellness world, the gut health is all out there in the news that everything starts in our gut. So we've got a prebiotic to fortify and fertilize the garden of our gut, so to speak. And then we've got an amazing probiotic to accompany that. We've got a fat burn product that burns the visceral fat, or if you've heard about people having fatty liver, or fat around their vital organs, it's going to target that first. So even thin people may internally have fat around their vital organs. So this fat burn product is an amazing product in that regard. And then it will target the belly to butt ratio. We've got clean, no extra chemicals in a hair care system, and a hair serum to keep our hair follicles healthy and growing hair. I know there's been a lot of people lately that have been experiencing hair loss, and I know that that can be a residual effect of people after COVID. And so this, coupled with some other products, especially our Nerf 2, is really helping people with eliminating the hair loss, along with our collagen that I'll share in just a second. But this hair care line is not to be overlooked, because it's the same technology for our hair. And there is a study out there linking Alzheimer's and dementia to hair care chemicals. And so to have clean products going on our head is really, really critical. And then we've got our Axio line, which is nutritious, healthy energy drink that I call it my daily crack. It just keeps people clear in their mind, their ability to focus and stay on task and have endurance. We've got our daily wellness, which is all the things that was promoted to enhance our immune system. You've got vitamin C, D, zinc, elderberry, and fermented yeast to really boost our immune system, which I think is a great way to help keep us healthy, along with turning on our own antioxidants internally with our Protandim line. We've got our Pet Tandem, which is really Protandim for dogs and is fortified for their coats and their eyes and their joints. And then our latest amazing product, first to market, revolutionary collagen that turns on your own body's collagen production while replenishing and maintaining the collagen that we already have. And I've just kind of been a recent student of the importance of collagen, and it's a pretty amazing product. And so here's just a few pictures, because I'm super visual, and I think pictures are worth 1,000 words. That people's skin and externally, they're having amazing, amazing results with our collagen. But we're also seeing lots and lots of results internally with people with their pain, their flexibility, their hips, their joints, their wrists, their elbows, their, you name it, of things that are benefiting from our collagen. That collagen is the most abundant protein in our body. And when we're in our late 20s and early 30s, it starts to drastically decline. And it's the glue that holds us all together. And it is really important for our brain, for our heart, for our lungs, for our circulation, for our tendons, for our ligaments. I mean, it's the real deal. So take a look at what LifeVantage has going on in that category as well. And I'm just going to finish up with just showing you the potential for people, that people may want to build a business and they may not want to build a business. If you don't want to build a business and be a customer and just benefit from that, I love that LifeVantage offers that opportunity for people to purchase products at the same price as business builders. And they also offer a program for customers to share their link, and then their new friend that orders gets $10 off of their order, and then they get $10 off of their own personal order that next month. And so that's our friends and family program for customers. But anyone that knows someone, or they themselves is looking to supplement their income a little or a lot, I'm here to tell you, the sky is the limit. Because for Dave and I, we didn't know what we'd be able to accomplish with this. We just knew we needed to tell people in our circle of influence that we loved and cared about, because these products are revolutionary. And now 13 years in, we are more passionate about making sure everyone knows that this exists than we were 13 years ago. And so ask yourself, have you ever had a job for 13 years? A lot of people haven't. And so here we are 13 years in. I don't think we'd still be around if there wasn't money to be made and amazing products to share. So I just want to show you, because I don't know, but at this level of our third rank, an extra $581 on average, or even $1,400 on average coming into a household, what might that do for your household? And then the sky is the limit. I just know we've helped people get to this rank of Pro 5 in 1 month, which then the average income is an extra $2,900 a month. And so I just want you to have that to ponder what that might look like for you potentially, or for anyone that you know that is entrepreneurial, or anyone that you know that may have had a setback financially over the last few years, that they may be praying for a way to increase the money coming into their household. And so LifeVantage, with their entire system for success, really has everything going for it to help people optimize not only their health physically, but also their health financially. So that is it. I could literally talk for hours and hours, but if you've got questions, I can be happy to at least attempt to answer them and just share from my heart of what I've seen and what I've heard over the last 13 years. But this one is one not to miss out on, and definitely one to really consider making sure that people you love know about this, because this is a game changer. We've got so many stories where people would say that this was a lifesaver. Now, can I say that for myself? I don't know. Maybe. I was healthy before, and I'm still healthy, and I'm thankful every day, because once you lose your health, sometimes you can't get it back. So thanks for letting me share. And I guess we're going to let people ask questions if they've got questions.
Yes, thank you so much, Joanne. That was awesome. We just appreciate you sharing with us about all the wonderful products. And if somebody has a question, they can either type it in the chat box, or they can unmute themselves and ask the question. Joanne has been involved with these products for 13 years with LifeVantage. So please feel free to take advantage of her knowledge and her experience. So anybody have a question? We'd love to hear from you, or comment. If anybody has a comment or question.
Can I ask a question about the prebiotic?
Yeah, of course, Molly.
I just recently got that, and I'm not sure when I'm supposed to take it. Do I take it before I take the probiotic? Like first thing in the morning?
I think really, yeah, you can take it first thing in the morning. I think it really, I haven't heard that it matters as long as you take it every day. But I personally, so we mix up our prebiotic and our daily wellness.
Mhm.
And then we just scoop it all together and we mix it in with our Axio sometimes, a lot of times. And we just kind of make a huge cocktail. So yeah, taking it in the morning would be a great idea.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And I also have a question about the Icy Bright. I was
Oh, yeah,
wondering,
that wasn't even on the slide.
yeah, that I was wondering if that could be added to the slide, maybe.
Yep. I need to add that to the slide. Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing results that
Yeah,
people on our team are having
Mhm.
with the Icy Bright, and going to their doctor, and their doctor is like, wait a minute, what's happening here? This shouldn't be happening, which is a good thing that they don't normally see. So that is an amazing product.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be making a suggestion about that slide, it's actually missing the probiotic. It's
I
not on there.
know. I saw that. I just got
One of
that
my favorite
slide.
products too, yeah.
I didn't have a slide with the collagen. And so, yeah, I need to
Yeah.
modify it a little bit.
Yeah, there's so many amazing
Hard to
products.
keep up.
It is.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, I don't see anything in the chat box. So Joanne, you did a fantastic job. We so appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us tonight and to share. So thank you, thank you. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to our wonderful leader, Debbie Packard.
I agree, Joanne. That was just so great. And I've only been in the room with Joanne maybe 2 or 3 times in my LifeVantage career, but the thing that always stands out to me is that you are always friendly and recognizing us. And Carol and I both just remember an opportunity. It was actually at the Meisner's home when you were doing the leadership dinner before LVA, and just really just took the time to answer all of our questions and give us tips and help us get a good start on our businesses. And so I've just always had deep appreciation for you and Dave, and just look forward to more times when we can be together and just build on what we've started. So thank you for being here tonight.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Good. Yeah, it's been great to have you here. And I want to move forward to the next piece of our night tonight. We really want to just say thank you to our customers who came to this meeting tonight. So we have 3 customers, I believe. The 3 customers in our meeting tonight are Lawrence and Jerry, and then iPhone 3 is also a customer. And so we had decided that we would just put all 3 customers in our spinning wheel, and I hope I can share my screen here. I believe I can. Let me make sure that's going to work here. So we're going to put those 3 names in our randomizer wheel and see who's winning this prize tonight. And the prize is your choice of a LifeVantage product. You get to choose one product, not a bundle or a tri-synergizer, but just one anything you want, with the exclusion of collagen. I clarified that with the company. I can offer you anything but collagen, but let's spin this wheel and see who's going to win tonight. Jerry!
Yay! Thanks.
Hey, go. So that's exciting. So Jerry, you can contact Lisa, and I'll be in touch with Lisa. We can make sure that we can get that product sent to you. How fun is that? And we had another opportunity for a drawing that we wanted to do after this meeting tonight. And that was that when a customer brought a guest to this meeting, if that guest, any guests that ordered 100 PV on subscription sometime before a week from now, that we were going to put all those names in and do another drawing for another just free product. And so I just want to extend that out to those of you who are on tonight who are guests, Jerry and Lawrence and Michael. If you had someone in mind that you wanted to invite this to, we can hook you up with a recording of this meeting and show that to the friends that you had in mind that you hoped to invite. If you can get that shown. Is this fine, Julie? I hope this is fine with you. You're muted, dear. You're good. Okay. So yeah, if we can still get your friends in on board, seeing this information and generating their subscription order of $100 or more is how we're going to say that. Just an order for $100 or more on subscription before a week from tonight at midnight. We'll say that on Tuesday, the 13th at midnight. You work with your distributor that invited you to this meeting. And if that's something that we can make happen, then we will, if we have more than one, then we will put them in a drawing. If we just have one person, then that would be the winner, but someone can still win their choice of a LifeVantage product. I mean, this is just a phenomenal opportunity to try something new, try something that you've been curious about, but weren't sure you wanted to invest in getting started on that. This is a great way to make that happen. And I will say too, that prize is from the company. The company is offering those gifts for this meeting tonight. So that's just the quality of the company that we work for. I love LifeVantage. and the way that they support us as distributors. So, and also we'll be doing this again a week from Thursday on the 15th. We'll be doing the same thing. Showing up, we'll have a different speaker, a different presenter. Jackie Shepard is going to be on here that night. And but there will be the same opportunities to hear the information, share it with your friends. That Friends and Family unique link is an amazing thing, a way for everyone to benefit when customers share this information with their friends. Joanne, I am seeing there's another, Jan has asked if you would take a minute to share how you helped that distributor get to Pro-Fi in 1 month, just what that looked like. And I'm sure there are others that would love to hear that. So I'm going to turn this over to you just to let you share that. And then Julie, I'll let you take it from there.
Okay, awesome. And so also, I just want to comment on the Friends and Family offering of the $10. You can share your personal link as a customer as many times as you want. And so it's not limited to just once. So you can get a lot of $10 off and help people that you know be able to benefit from our products at a discounted price as well. So definitely don't overlook that free money that they're offering you. But the way that that looked was we created a large list of people that she knew, and really, can I be real honest? She just got out of her own way of who might be interested and who might not be interested. And we were sharing with multiple people quickly every day. And so we would share with people and then have another meeting later that day and guiding them and coaching them on how to invite people that they know. And then they were coming back, and we were doing things both in person on the phone and on Zoom. But we just compressed the process was all. It's the same process. It's just how fast do you want to make the money? How fast do you want to help people? And so we just moved them and said, hey, you thought this was interesting. They didn't know anything about it other than what they had just heard. We said, just call your friend and say, hey, can you get on a 25-minute information call later? I just heard about a breakthrough. I want you to hear about what's going on. And that was it. And then we would do those calls, and we did multiple calls every day with her throughout the month because she had a big goal. So I would say, set a big goal for yourself, make a big list, and then get with your mentor and make a big plan and just get busy. It was so fun. The energy and the just the whole atmosphere around all of that activity was infectious, and people didn't want to miss out, because when you're moving at that pace, people can feel like if they don't jump on, they're going to miss out on something good that's happening. And that was the truth, because we were moving on and we wanted everyone to see the benefits, but we understand that everyone isn't going to see the benefits right outside the gate, right? And that was okay. We were just sharing. We were caring, but we weren't caring so much if they weren't ready right now. And then we would set follow-ups, but those people that were ready to commit to say, hey, who do you know? Who's in your family? Who's in your friend circle that you can invite a handful of people? And you could even enhance it by giving away prizes. We actually didn't do that, but you could, to entice people to come and make it a competition kind of a thing. But I encourage you, if that's something you're interested in, put together a plan. I'm happy to help with that because it's totally possible, because we've made it happen. And we've made it happen more than once. And so if we can do it and do it more than once, you can definitely duplicate it for sure. It wasn't just a fluke. It was just sharing faster than versus slower.
Awesome. Thank you, Joanne. That sounds very exciting.
It was.
Appreciate your sharing. And Debbie, thank you for doing the wheel. I love that wheel. That was really cool. I've never
Isn't
seen
that
it
fun?
before. Yeah,
I
that
love games.
was fun. So thank you everyone for joining tonight. And just remember, like Debbie said, September 15th, it's a Thursday night, same time, same Zoom ID. Invite your customers and and if you are a customer and you're on here, invite some of your friends so that you can all save money. So thank you so much. We appreciate each and every one of you. And that's a wrap for tonight. Thanks again, Joanne. We love you.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you. Have a good night.
Bless you, Joanne.
Same to you.